What's up, YouTube? It's your boy G Money, aka the Echelon Dawn. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. And this is another episode of Sidewalk Talk. To all my new carriers, we getting ready to bring in a new year. And y'all just purchased y'all first firearms. Give it time. Give it time and continue to carry every day. But give it time. Because I know what you're going through. Um, when you first get your license and then you're able to go purchase your firearm, it's almost gonna feel like it's not real. Like this can't be legal. Like, am I doing something illegal right now? Listen, when I first got when I first got my license, and then I was able to go to the gun store to go pick out my gun, and I had to go through the paperwork and all of that. And then, during the final stages of going through the paperwork, you don't have to do all this if you live in one of those great states that don't put you through all these hassles. But I'm in New York State, so I had to go through the hassle. So I had to go through all of the paperwork and going here and then coming back. And I can't just go into the store, just get what I want and walk out like you can in like Texas or somewhere. But back to what I'm saying. So when I went to the final stages of what I had to do, gun was picked out, um, filling out the form, and at the end, the guy behind the counter was like, "Well, congratulations, you're all set. Congratulations on your first firearm." And it was boxed up, and he handed it over to me, and and I'm walking out the store with a gun and ammo. And as I'm walking out the store, I feel like alarm is about to go off. As I'm walking out the store, I feel like as soon as I get to this door and these sliding doors open, fucking alarm is gonna go off and police and people, motherfuckers gonna come out of nowhere tackling me or some shit. Like I felt so weird walking out the store with a brand new gun on me with ammo. It felt like I'm like, yo, is this like I can actually do this? Like this and I'm looking around and then okay, so then that part right there had me kind of like tripped out. So then I get to my car. Now to drive home. I'm looking over at it in the passenger seat in the back. I'm driving and every time I get to a red light, I'm just looking over at it like, yo, I got a damn gun and some ammo sitting in my damn car right now. Like, and I'm legally able to do this. Like, I'm not gonna get in trouble. Like it was weird thinking about it. Like, yo, is this really happening right now? So then I get home and now I'm in the house with it and I'm finally, now you brand new with it. So now you're trying to figure your firearm out in the safest way, handling it like it's a bomb, because it technically is if you handle it the wrong way. Um, and all I did was watch YouTube videos of that firearm and try to figure out everything I could about that firearm. My first firearm was the Glock 26 Gen 5. Um, was straight in love with it, and once I got it, I was like, I don't want any other firearms but with this. All I'm going to get is Glocks. That was the first thing that was going through my head, and that was just, all I did was watch YouTube videos and try to figure out the ins and outs of that gun so I could perfect that gun. And then I watched safety videos. I just wanted to be safe as possible, handling it, trigger discipline. Make sure I've never put my finger on the trigger, grabbing my firearm or anything like that. I wanted to know all of the positive, safe ways to handle the gun. Um, but then came the part of carrying it. Okay, because leaving the store is not how you're going to carry the firearm. Um, that part, and I was watching all these videos where everybody had these holsters, had belts and holsters around their waist and all that, and I never liked that. Like before I was even able to carry, I always looked at that and was like, I don't think I would ever want to carry with it like strapped around my waist like that, just because I just felt like it would be uncomfortable, with a big gun, big or small gun, just around your waist like that, and I know it's not, I know it's different, it's different holsters and all that for comfort and all of that, and different sizes and all of that, but I just never was into the holster around the waist thing. I was more of a, if I'm gonna carry, I was gonna carry with a pocket carry or a over the shoulder, off the body bag. Um, that was just more my style, and I use sticky holsters, so it's like I carry different for the seasons. Like I said, I mostly over the shoulder carry, but like wintertime, I'll use a sticky holster that's like an in the pocket um holster, but I'll use that and I'll have my gun inside my hoodie, with my hand already be on the firearm. So I carry different. But what I'm getting to is, I had to figure out which way I was going to carry and which way was going to be comfortable for me to carry. You want to make sure you're comfortable with the style you pick, because this is going to be on you all day long. And I'm gonna tell you right now, your first couple of times, more than your first couple of times, as soon as you walk out that door with that gun on you, this is what you're gonna feel like. As soon as you walk outside, you're gonna feel like every person that you encounter is looking at you or knows you got the gun on you. And I'm telling you, and nobody knows unless you give it away. If you keep tussling with your clothes and playing with your clothes and adjusting your outfit and poking around at the gun in the area where it's at, that's the only way people are going to know. But in your mind, you're going to be thinking everybody knows. And especially like you go into a grocery store or you walking into a building, you're gonna be uncomfortable your first couple. You're gonna be very uncomfortable because you're gonna be worried about, depending on how you carry, worrying about if somebody can see it, hoping you have it, hoping you have it on you the right way so it don't fall or slide or anything. I was paranoid as hell the first couple of times I was out and about with mine, because it wasn't that I didn't have it on me properly. I just, like I said, it was so new and I wasn't used to carrying a firearm. I'm like, yo, this can't be legal. Even though I got a license on me and everything, I'm like, this can't be, like, I'm really right now carrying a firearm, and it's like I'm really able to do this, so you're gonna your first couple of times, like I said, it's gonna be more than your first couple of times, until you get used to it. With time, over time, you're gonna get used to it, and it's gonna be like nothing. You're gonna be walking around. It's gonna be a regular thing. Your gun gonna become you. You're gonna be so used to carrying it now, to the point where it's routine, and your weapon is gonna be a part of your daily outfit. So but you gotta keep carrying it for you to get to that comfort zone. You know, I made a video a while back about going into the store. Um, one day. I needed to pick up some ice, and it was a police car in the parking lot, and I had parked right next to him, and I was sitting there, and I had my over the shoulder bag on me with my gun on me, and I was sitting there like, damn, should I wait and let this police officer do what they got to do and then leave before I get out the car? And then something just told me like, no, you legal, go do what you got to do, just be normal. And I did it. I got out. I went into the store. The police officers, seen me walk in. He seen me with my over the shoulder bag. Um, and I just went on with my normal thing. I spoke. I walked to the back to go get the ice and all of that. Went and got my ice, stood in line, and just acted normal, because you're not committing no crime, man. You're legal, but shit can go left and bad, if you get acting real funny and shit. And you don't ever want to get around no police and get to acting real weird and shit, and you got a gun on you, even though you legal, because you never know how they react. But you're not doing nothing wrong, man. You legal. Just go about your day. Um, and like I said, with time and practice and confidence, you're gonna build your confidence up, and then to the point where if you're watching enough videos and you handling your firearm safely, and you constantly know the ins and out how your gun works, you know that it's not gonna go off unless you pull that trigger, unless you're doing, then you're gonna be straight. That was another thing. Walking around with it, you'll be. That was another thing I was worried about. Like, man, this gun better not go off. Like, scared to death my first couple of times carrying it. When I first started chambering it, because when I first started carrying it, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I was not chambering it. When I first got my gun, I did not have one up top. I had to make sure that I first got comfortable with the gun on me, period, before I could chamber one. And that's okay. That is okay. Take those safety precautions as serious as possible. Take that shit serious. Um, don't carry with one up top until you are comfortable and you are confident carrying that way. And then once you get comfortable handling your firearm and you realize the ins and outs, you know that that gun is not going to go off on you, um, unless it's a Sig 320 maybe. Let me quit playing. But nah, for real though, you know that that gun is not gonna go off unless you pull that trigger. Um, then you don't have nothing to worry about, man. Um, that's another thing too. Carrying with one up top. Get used to carrying with one up top by carrying around your house, doing doing chores around your house. You know what I'm saying? Maybe mowing the grass or shoveling snow, whatever different the season is. Walking around the house, doing your laundry, whatever the case. Practice carrying around the house and getting comfortable with it on you. And then the more comfortable you get, you build your confidence up, and you can put one up top, and now you're ready to roll. You're ready to roll with the big dogs. So don't feel like you are doing something wrong by carrying, man. You are legal. You got your license for a reason. Use it. Carry every day. Don't be one of those. I'm gonna carry today. I don't need it on me today. It's nice out. I don't want to carry this on me today. If your gun is uncomfortable on you to the point where you don't want to carry it, then maybe you need a different gun. You need something on you that doesn't weigh you down or make you feel uncomfortable carrying. You want to have something on you that you're comfortable with carrying every single day, because you don't know when shit's gonna pop off. So if your gun is too heavy, it's summertime, and you don't feel like oh, I don't feel like having this extra weight on me, then maybe you need to go get you something light. Carry something light for the summertime, and when it's wintertime and you wear more bulkier clothes, then maybe you wear that heavier gun for the wintertime. But you definitely want to have something on you in these times and days that we living in, and get comfortable with your firearm. Know your gun in and out. Become one with your firearm. That's gonna be the thing that's protecting your life and your family's life. Don't just go by what somebody's telling you to go buy in a store. Go buy what you feel is comfortable for you, because what they enjoy and is comfortable for them might not be for you. I know plenty of people that have guns that are good firearms that, once I get it in my hand and I feel it and I'm like, ah, I don't like the way this feel, and they love it. You know what I'm saying? So everything ain't for everybody, but there's a gun out there for everybody. There's a firearm out there that's gonna fit perfectly for everybody. You just gotta find the one for you, and make sure you find one that's gonna bang when you pull that trigger every single time. Don't go buying your firearm real cheap, because that's the thing that's going to be protecting your life. I'm not saying go out and get the most expensive firearm on your first go round, but you want to make sure you're getting something that's reliable for sure. Um, and don't go trying to buy a whole bunch of firearms right off the gate. Get the first firearm and you put that work in with that firearm. Get to the range and like I said, master that firearm. So, I just wanted to make a video about your experiences, man. First buying your first firearm, or just being a new gun carrier. It's some things you go through for a couple months maybe. Uh, you know, with just your mental, being paranoid about how what you have on you. You know that you got a bomb on you, literally. Um, and you feel like the whole world know that you have it on you, but nobody knows but you, unless you blow your cover. And the more you get comfortable with it being on you, the more you get comfortable recognizing what your gun is capable of doing, how it works, the ins and outs of it, the more confident you're going to be with carrying it, the more confident you're going to be with carrying with one up top. Um, and that's simple. That's as simple as that. If you don't put the time in, the work in to get comfortable with it, you're going to always feel paranoid and scared carrying it. And at that point, it's really no point in carrying it if you're scared to carry it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to put the time in. Um, the being nervous around the police thing. Um, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not nervous around the police when I now, but I still have it in the back of my head that shit can go wrong. Shit can go real left. So I got to make sure if I'm ever in an encounter with the police, or they questioning me or anything, I know to make the right movements, answer the questions the right way, and not make that situation turn into something terrible. Just because a lot of police officers can get paranoid real quick, finding out you got a weapon on you, because first of all, they don't know if you got it on you legally or not. So they got to find that out, and then from there, so that's why I say you got to try to be as calm as possible and try to make the police officer as calm as possible, so that the shit don't get out of control and go left for something that you carrying legal. Um, so I'm not gonna make this video too much longer, man. I just wanted to speak to the new gun carriers, new gun purchasers, and just tell them about the experiences that I had that I know that they gone through, and it's gonna get better with time. As long as you keep putting in the time to carry and get comfortable with it, it's gonna be like nothing. You're gonna start putting your clothes on. It's gonna be part of your outfit. It's gonna be like routine walking out the door. You won't leave without it, and you won't even have really know it's on you unless you got to get ready to use it or something like that. But this your boy G Money, aka the Echelon Dawn, and I'm my brother's keeper. Yes, I am. And this is another episode of Sidewalk Talk. Um, Listen, man, I hope y'all had a good Christmas. And I hope y'all have a great New Year's. Just in case I don't make a video before New Year's, I might make one before New Year's. Who knows? But just in case I don't, Happy New Year's. Y'all stay safe out there. Y'all stay carrying and keep God in your life. I'll see y'all later.